Good afternoon, Nina. How are you?
I'm finding you.
I'm doing very well. Okay, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm a 16-year-old junior. I go to KIPP NYC College Prep, and I'm currently doing a program called College for America, where I can gain 12 college credits. Um, the program's not difficult, but it's there.
Okay. What would you like to study in college?
In college, I want to study journalism. I mean, maybe journalism, but mainly creative writing and pre-law.
Cool. What got you interested in that?
Creative writing, I always like to write. I always had like a really gruesome imagination. Let's say that.
A gruesome imagination. Okay, can you give us some examples?
Well, when I was younger, I never really watched TV. When I was in, my mom always used to like buy me notebooks, and I used to just write stories of like the nightmares I had, or if I remember them. And I always write down the dreams if I remembered.
Interesting. Well, that explains very well. Thank you very much for that. Could you tell me a little bit about your past work experience?
I don't like have any like government jobs and like that. Like I get paid, but I used to babysit. Well, I babysit my sister's kids and stuff.
Okay. And what kind of things have you learned through that experience?
I had to learn a lot of patience, responsibility, because kids aren't easy.
Okay, great, awesome, thank you. Can you describe a time when you worked well on a team?
In the program I'm in, College for America, we have to do these assignments, and the kids, my peers that I work around, they help me, and I return the favor
Okay.
and help them.
Could you give a specific example of when someone has helped you or if you helped someone?
Today, just now actually, my advisor or the teacher didn't know how to upload the papers onto the computer, and I showed him how. I figured it out in like 2 seconds.
Okay, and how did you figure it out in 2 seconds? What kind of strategies did you use to try and figure out how to upload the assignment?
I kept looking through the files because I knew it was some way we can like download the papers onto the documents onto another website so we can upload it to the website, and
Okay.
I figured it out.
Okay, so that was a specific action that you took again, and the result was that you were able to upload the assignment. All right, awesome, cool. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Could you tell me a time when you had too many things to do and you had to prioritize your tasks?
With high school and this program, I was going to do a sport, but I changed my mind because I felt like this program would help me more in the future, because it's not like I played a sport like for the past 3 years, so it wasn't really going to do anything for me.
Okay. All right. Cool. Could you give a specific sport that you would have liked to have done?
I wanted to do wrestling or rugby.
Okay. All right. So can you walk me through your thoughts on this? Like, why did you choose College for America over wrestling or rugby?
I mean, College for America would get me more ahead in life, and it would get me ready for what I'll expect in college. But a sport will only like get me in shape, but I can get in shape when I'm older.
Okay, great. So what kind of results have you already seen from the program? You've only been in the program for 2 days now, but like, what kind of results have you seen from it already?
I can still be more productive, like get less distracted, but I feel like I've worked more in the past 2 days than I've worked in school. So
Okay. All right, that's a pretty bold statement. Last 2 days work more than in school.
I mean, generally.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty, and how did you handle this situation?
I haven't really had a situation where I had to go above the call of duty, but there are like situations where I had to like try to figure out like how to get past it, like whether it's like I lost a pencil and I need to find another one so I can take the test. It's never been anything big, so.
Nothing at all? Okay. Not even your choir class in high school or anything like that?
Oh, okay, it was one time in choir where Well, this is from my point of view. I don't know what the teacher has to say, but I feel like he lied to my mom, saying I was being disrespectful, but I really wasn't. And then he told me, he had a conversation with me, and he told me that he didn't tell my mom I was being disrespectful, but when I got home, she told me that he said that I was being disrespectful. So.
Okay. And how did you try and correct the situation?
Oh, we had another conversation the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to tell him. I told him that he could have just told me that he told my mom I was being disrespectful instead of lying to my face.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Could you tell me a time when you actually worked effectively under pressure?
I'm under pressure right now in this interview, but I'm pushing through it.
Okay, how are you pushing through it?
Um,
And what's the challenge and the expectation of this interview?
Keeping you interested,
Okay.
because a lot of people aren't easily interested.
Okay. And exactly what are you doing to keep me interested?
I'm giving you a little bit of background about my life.
Great. Okay, and some specific examples.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Awesome. And what's the results of this, of practicing for this interview?
This interview would prepare me for the future, whether it's a job or internship that I might want.
Okay, great. Could you also give me an example of a time you showed initiative?
Oh, I take control of my life all the time.
Okay, for example?
One time my mom wanted to go to church, and I had a test in physics the next day, and I struggle in physics a bit, and so I came home late, even though she wanted to go to church, but I needed to pass the physics test, so I stayed for tutoring, and I came home late, and I just took the yelling, like she just yelled at me, but I had to explain to her that school is gonna get me through. I understand church is important, but school is there.
Okay. And do you feel like do you think it paid off in the end? How did you do on those physics tests? Do you feel like you improved?
I passed the physics test with an 88.
Okay, that's good.
So,
congratulations.
And I passed the end of the quarter, so I feel like with me staying for tutoring, then it was worth missing a bit of church, because we
Okay.
still went to church, but it wasn't the whole thing.
Awesome. Good. Is there anything else you would like us to know about you?
No.
Why do you think you're a good person for a job?
I'm persistent, I'm very persuasive, and I have a good attitude.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Nina. I appreciate you for this interview, and have a good day.